So you want to provide enough value to the property to make someone really feel good about buying it. Well, one of the ways you do that is to talk to a contractor about what kind of discounts they have. Okay, they may have special relationships with different suppliers and they can pass on some of that savings to you. They may also know about special deals that are out there and saying, hey, if we switch this out for this, then we can save a couple $100 here and a couple $100 there. And that starts to add up. So remember, your contractor is a great resource for having value, getting discounts, and really make the place tell the story that you want it to. So I know the look and feel that I'm looking for, and I know kind of what the story is that I'm trying to tell. And so when I look at different materials, I want to make sure that it matches up. And, I don't want to go in and necessarily just buy the most expensive thing. That may not give the best value to the property. And then at the same time, I may not want to go in and get laminate countertop. That might not be appropriate for the property either. And so you start making these material choices and you get to know what the $52 a square foot material looks like in comparison to 43 and 37. And so you go into Home Depot, you look at things, and you kind of say, this is what I'm looking for, and this is the best value for this property. And you do little trade-offs in your mind. You kind of go, you know what? This is kind of a lower end property. Maybe laminate countertop makes sense. But if I have, say, 20 feet of countertop I'm working with, and I spend an extra $10 a square foot for that $200, am I going to get a lot of wow factor? Like, wow, look at this. I haven't seen this in any of the other properties that I've looked at. So be looking at value, make sure that you're still able to hit the budget on the property. But what can you do to have that wow factor at a good price? And so let's keep looking at other items that we can do. So I know let's look at kitchen cabinets as another way to start looking at value. You can spend a lot of money on kitchen cabinets. And so you want to know what's the real benefit. And here we're at Lowe's. And I just want to use this to show you that, oh, okay, I can go in and here's the style of cabinet. And I'm just looking at my sink base and it's $1,000. Wow. What if I just do this one? It's a sink base as well, a little bit different sized, but hey, it's only $239. Well, as you start looking at the construction materials, the quality of the finish, you start to see the difference. What if I bumped it up? What if instead of buying the 239, I look at the 389 because hey, look, it's on sale. It's $130 off. And so you start looking at the differences. What do I like better? What's going to show the best? What colors does it come in? And how do people review it? And so you start looking through and saying, okay, well, all things being equal, maybe I go with this one that's on sale for 389 over this one that's 529. Or is it the type of place really I have to have great cabinets because I don't want them opening that cabinet door and seeing particle board on the inside? Start thinking through of what value you're bringing to each component. And remember, this is the kitchen. This is an important one. And it can be a bit spendy there. And so what value can I bring in? Is the buyer going to look close and say, wow, you really cut some corners here? Or are they going to look close and say, wow, this looks really nice? And so be aware as you're bidding out the rehab, know what you want, know what's required there. And yes, this is another case where you say, hey, contractor, do you have any special deals out there? They're out there all the time and seeing things and talking to people. And so get tips from your contractor to save money, but still get the value that you're aiming for. Let's look at, and you even have to know what brands you need to use. Okay, kitchen cabinets, you can say it's custom, and no one's really asking what brand it is. But hey, if you start looking at a dishwasher, everyone's going to look and see what brand it is. Are they going to look at it and say, oh, it's a Bosch? That makes total sense. Those are really popular right now. And you make that choice because that's the brand that fits to the property that you're working with. Maybe you go with Frigidaire to try to keep the price down because, again, it fits the property that you're working with, and you're staying with the look and feel. You say, you know what, I really want stainless in that kitchen. Well, that's great. Just make sure that you're doing the right thing there. Okay, Maytag. Oh, great. It's on sale. It was $879. It's $280 off, and I can put a Maytag in there for the same price as this LG. Oh, wait a second, that LG is on sale too. And so you start looking at the trade-offs. Which brand is going to be the most popular, and which brand is someone going to go in, oh, I loved everything, but I would never ever get, this brand. And so think it through. When is it a feature? When is it going to deliver extra value and make them feel real comfortable? What's on sale out there? And so focus on the value that you're given, but make sure you're not making a brand choice that's going to send people away. And you even have to know what brand. Now let's take a minute and look at stoves. Same type of thing. Hey, we're here at Lowe's and we're comparing items. And how important is the brand name on a stove as opposed to the colors and the finishes and the little extras? Is it important to have a convection oven? How important is fingerprint resistant stainless steel? Okay. Is it $1,000 important? And hey, this one's got air fry too, compared to the $500 here hot point. And then, oh, do I want to go all black? What's the most popular colors these days? And oh, yeah, it's that type of kitchen. I need to kind of feel like I have my own restaurant quality kitchen. And then I'm spending 3,100 on this. And then I want to have a bold and dynamic color like red. And everything has to fit in. And so kind of look how all the appliances come together. What's the common color or stainless steel or whatever you're looking at there, and does the price range make sense? And then, yeah, having something on sale, well, that helps too. So in all, we just want to make sure that we're familiar with the brands and what the material cost is going to be to make everything come together and have our choices make sense for the property and the budget that we have. Now you control the choices on everything that you're putting into this property. You control the rehab, so know the value that different things bring. Hey, look at carpet, look at tile, look at the different laminate flooring that's out there. Do you need to go with real wood? Start looking through the Home Depots and Lowe's of this world and get a feel for the pricing and how important that finish might be to your property. Remember, we're trying to keep to the story that we want on each property so people go, yeah, I'd really like to live there. And know what a little extra value can do. Is it worth spending a couple $100 on that dishwasher? Is there something that I can find that's on sale? Can my contractor hook me up with something that's really going to be that extra thing or the extra price reduction for me to make everything work? And so as you're out there looking at the different stores, as you're working with your contractor, make connections, have a group that you can call and say, hey, I'm looking for this. Do you know of any bargains or sales or anything going on out there? And just remember, you control the choices, and it all has to weave together so that when someone walks in, they're ready to buy your property. Sell it faster than the property down the street because your choices were better and you kept your costs in control and you were able to tell the right story.